We don't know where to begin.
Well, let's just get right into it because there's a lot of stuff to unpack today.
Even before we get into the rewind and the news, there's a lot to just quickly touch on.
We got a whole bag to unpack. It's like Carrot Top's tool chest of props.
I feel it's more Mary Poppins.
You know what? Mary Poppins sounds like a better analogy.
It's more Mary Poppins.
This is a Mary Poppins episode, so. Hello and welcome to another episode of In a Pickle, the show that is dedicated to the less glamorous side of sports. I am your host, Dave Houghton, and with me today, actually once pulled out of Mary Poppins' bag, Sarah Reitalik. Spoonful of sugar in my ass, right?
Damn straight. Yeah. Listen.
You ate all the sugar in Mary Poppins' bag.
It was magic sugar.
Yeah, it wasn't the regular sugar that you put in your tea.
No.
Right? I assume that she drank tea because she was British.
Well, was she British? Because in the movie, she didn't really have... She was more English.
The whole movie was a huge acid trip. I mean...
It's amazing.
You had...
it's amazing. One of my favorites of all time.
Oh, my God. Why was I going to call him... Yeah, I was going to call him Todd Van Poppel.
It's the three name. Like
right. Dick Van Dyke. I mean, he's dancing with a penguin.
Who turns 100 in December. Can we discuss that real quick?
Let's not jinx it. We did that with Betty White, and she fucking died 2 days before she was turning 100. So let's leave Dick Van Dyke and Todd Van Poppel alone. All right?
Listen, if Todd Van Poppel didn't act up like how Todd Van Poppel was going to act up, we would not have Chipper Jones.
That's true. Okay, yeah, I guess that's true.
Chipper Jones, he would have been on a different team. He would never have been a Brave.
Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones.
Greg Maddux, John Smoltz.
Yeah.
That fucking... Remember
Dave
those
Justice.
90s? Oh, those 90s Braves teams were just so
Dave
good.
Justice is more famous for beating up Halle Berry than he is playing for the Braves.
Listen, it happens to the best of us.
I mean, how is Chris Brown going to be noted for? Beating up Rihanna, not because of his smooth dancing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's true. It's true. Well, talking about issues with their wives, let's talk about Tyreek Hill's leg.
I feel so bad for his wife and kids, all 52 of his kids. He's going to be home for so long.
Yeah, dude, that
injury was gruesome. There was a lot of gruesome injuries this week in football, but I think Tyreek Hill's injury definitely takes it.
It took the cake. I was very distraught after Neighbors got injured.
Yeah,
because I have him on my fantasy team.
Of course you do.
And I'm 0-4.
Nice.
So, dude, I'm keeping it golden.
There's a guy in my league that had Neighbors and Tyreek Hill on their team, and now he's looking for a trade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Come at me with two. I'll do a first and second round pick for Michael Penis Jr. So I'm not getting rid of anybody. I'm 3-1. You know,
stay the course.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna fall. It's something where that injury. Now, you can't help but go, okay, the universe does have a way of coming back in karma.
Seriously.
For behaviors.
Yikes.
Unfortunately, it was a little more aggressive and was done on live TV. So, yikes.
I mean, I don't condone any injury.
No, especially in fantasy.
I don't wish injury upon anybody.
No,
like that, especially in that gruesome manner. But you know, you get what you put in. If you're an asshole in life, you're gonna have the most fucking terrible time.
That's what happens. Karma, it will creep up when you least expect it.
Right.
And you're doing a routine play, and that happens. And at the end of the game with them interviewing Tua, and Tua being like, thank God for keeping us healthy.
I want to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for keeping us safe and healthy for the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah. Maybe, you know what, though? You can't you can't fault that guy. I mean, he's
That
had
poor guy's had,
52 concussions
yeah.
within the last day.
I feel as though it was more in regards to keeping his brain
Yeah,
from
inside of his
spewing,
head.
yeah, from
Yeah.
spewing out of his ears.
I heard
Yes.
that Tua got a concussion once from laying on a pillow.
I wouldn't doubt that.
It's unbelievable. Also,
He
what's
got,
unbelievable is Mike McDaniels. Is it Mike? Who's the
yeah,
coach's name? Mike. I
yeah,
always want to call him Josh
Mike.
because of our Josh
Yeah,
McDaniels,
it's
our Lord and
Mike.
Savior Josh McDaniels. I always honestly, like I still don't understand how Mike McDaniels has a
Still has a
job.
job.
Yeah.
Also, love what Miami has done to him.
Oh man.
Remember, he came in with this, like, he was this clean cut, all about football. Now he looks like he's a freaking drug runner.
Yeah. Now he's all
But
yacked out.
yeah,
You
Miami has not been good for it.
you
Good.
can't tell me that that dude's not yacked out of his mind
Oh,
sometimes.
all day. That's why he always has the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
All day,
Which
every day.
I mean, whatever. You gotta
You gotta do to
whatever you
get
gotta do
through
to
with
take
this
the edge
team.
off.
Yeah, to get through with this team. I get it.
I mean,
However,
Tyreek Hill's
yikes.
wife's gonna have to get yacked out, and
Oh,
I'm not condoning drugs to children, but might as well give them something too
yeah.
because
Well, the
those
thing
poor
is
kids.
now here's the thing with that is now that he's injured, he's go undergoing surgery today.
Yeah.
It is one of those that he will not be able to dodge the court case and all of
No.
the stuff.
No.
And the reason why I didn't draft him, he was still, and I don't think anyone in our league drafted him. I think everyone skipped over him.
I
Reason
think
why
he was a late round
he was so
and or just a pickup after the draft in our league.
right.
Yeah.
I think that somebody may have picked him up as just like an extra bench runner.
Yeah.
But it's because of all this outstanding stuff. The
Right.
investigation with the NFL, where he was already potentially could have been suspended. Now we're here.
Right.
Now he doesn't have to worry about going through all that legality stuff and having it full. I mean, it's going to be in the news regardless, but he'll be around to go through the legality stuff and not have it affect him playing. Not that it would make it
I'm
any
gonna guess
better.
that he's gonna show up to every court date in a wheelchair just to play
Oh,
the
oh, to
sympathy card.
play it up,
Yeah. Even like far after he can walk, he's gonna
play
be
it
wheelchairing it up.
up, play it up.
100%. But
Rough, yeah,
hey,
rough weekend
yeah,
in the NFL.
rough
Oof.
week for fantasy players.
Yep.
Great week for memes on the internet.
Oh, glorious
The
week.
internet always wins. It's
Great week for baseball. We're
oh,
here.
great week. What an epic way for Houston to lose to get
Hmm.
busted out of the playoffs by a hit by a pitch.
Yep.
Oh man. Oh, bases loaded, bottom of the ninth, Cleveland's up. Oof. You get hit by a pitch and Houston is just at home going, What?
Yep.
What? You want to talk
But
about the most unpredictable thing in sports? It's something like that. It's amazing. It's just
yep.
amazing how like I don't necessarily agree with the playoff format in baseball. I think the
No,
wild card format is
it's cheap. I don't
cheese.
like it.
It's
Yeah.
cheap. It's cheesy. I don't agree with the 3 game match. I understand that like, you're trying to push for time because you got to get this over with by November, which I get it. But if you shorten the season by like 10 games, not that I want to see that either, because I mean, and everybody who listens to this show religiously knows that I myself love baseball.
See,
So having a 10 game shortened season would hurt my heart, but it would, if you can extend the playoffs. I always enjoyed the 8 team bracket like the
right.
NBA and the NHL do. And
Right.
I know they kind of get away from it because now NBA wants to do 10. They do a 10 team thing because they have their own version of the wild card. But I just I wish it
Stupid.
was like a 5 game for a wild card because
It's
3, especially when especially for us, we're being Red Sox fans. They have to play
yes.
all 3 games in New York.
In New
Now,
York.
we kick the shit out of them all season, but it's still playoffs are it's a whole new
It's a whole
season.
different game. And the thing that is so great about being a baseball fan is baseball
Yeah,
playoffs.
yeah,
It's something that it if you shorten the season, it will really push for teams to be better, do better, first
yeah.
and foremost. And secondly, there's nothing better than baseball in October
Oh, I
in
know.
fucking Fenway
I
with
know.
that crisp, fucking cold, crispy air and just baseball games running super late. And it's just, I, it's like the one time a year that everyone doesn't hate each other.
Yeah, right,
I
right.
think
I know.
everybody is collectively like enjoying baseball.
But shout out to the Mets with the third highest or second highest payroll in
Oh
the
my
MLB with
God.
$341 million, and they are not even in the playoffs. I bet you Juan Soto
Juan
is
Soto is
totally regretting this contract.
Juan Soto must be getting texts from former teammates.
I
Like,
I honestly would not be surprised if Juan Soto becomes the new Mike Trout, where
oh,
it's a Porsche inside of a trailer park,
yeah,
you
I
know?
could see that.
Because poor Mike Trout, another year last place. No, there's never going to be any help for him. The only difference between the Angels and Mets is the fact that like Mets Mets front office, Mets ownership is spending the money to get
Right,
players to come there.
right.
Where Angels,
They're not,
I
not
mean, they
even
give
remotely
high
close.
contracts to Anthony Rendon, who
Yeah,
will not play ever again.
no.
So, I mean, it's sad. It's sad if you're a Mets fan. And I mean, here on the show, we have like a bittersweet love-hate relationship with the Mets
Right.
because, I mean, of course, again, being huge baseball fans, you can't deny the
86.
the 80s
Yeah.
Mets, Darryl
Oh, they were so
Strawberry,
good, so
Duff
good. But
Gooden, of
but
our boy Lenny.
the heart pain is 86.
Yeah,
But it's something where we have, because we're fans of the sport itself,
yeah.
we can't deny talent.
No, no.
And here's the thing that had me go, oh, this week was, Pete Alonso saying that he's going to opt out of his contract.
Not surprising.
He's going to peace out of New York.
Yeah.
Now, if we are not going to have Bregman again next year,
Yeah.
we could move forward and add him to a contract next year. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's
I know.
finish out
I honestly think
this.
Bregman would do himself a huge disservice if he leaves Boston. I'm not saying that
I
because I'm a
agree.
Boston fan, but I think like what are you getting out there?
No, nothing. He's
You know?
older,
Yeah.
but I think that with this group of guys, he has been a solid clubhouse leader.
Yes.
So I think that it is for him and to continue being able to be a mentor to young kids, this is his opportunity.
Yeah, especially like the Red Sox being so young
So
in
young.
the roster and the fact
Yeah.
that they work so well together. I, I mean, shout out to Trevor Story, who's finally come into his own after being
Right?
on this team for the last four or
Oh,
5 years. Finally having a whole season, not injured, and he's
oh
playing
my
like a
God. Knock
beast.
on wood. Knock on wood.
Yeah, well, Giolito's off the roster due to
Well,
sore elbow,
so are
so
elbows. Yeah.
Crochet really needs to step it up tonight
Yep. He's
at
leading
press
us
time.
off. He's gonna set the tone.
Yeah,
It's I think yeah, I'm ready.
yeah,
Let's go. I'm ready to get hurt again. Just like
yeah.
because we're in hockey season too. Hockey
I
season's
know,
next week.
I know.
First game of the season will be Rangers Penguins. So
All right, you know what I'm ready for? The
the
rewinds.
rewinds?
Let's kick it off. Sarah, hit me with those rewinds. Root, root, root.
Now, I totally don't remember and or did I forget? I we may have talked about this, but again, but
We
yeah.
talked about this, but we never got a
The
final,
follow-up. All right.
yeah, a
So
final follow-up.
I didn't give the follow-up. That's
Yeah,
where it was. I mean, we spoke about it originally when it transpired, but
yeah.
I never gave the follow-up because my head's up my ass.
Well, because it's also like one of those things where it's like, me, whatever.
Well, we wanted more from it,
Yeah.
and we
Yeah. Oh,
didn't.
right. That's true.
We
We did
wanted
want
so
more.
much more. So Marcus Morris Sr., if you don't remember, he was bouncing checks and out here doing all this shisty, shady shit with the casinos. And he
Yeah.
had notes out and the casinos were suing him, yada yada yada. Well, the charges have all been dropped because he has paid off his notes.
Mm. He paid off his debt.
He paid his debts off.
Wow. I wonder if he paid or his brother paid.
Who knows?
Or he
But
tricked his
they're
brother. I mean, they're twins, so.
right.
I love those
Either way,
rumors that when Marcus
when
Morris
played
was
for the
injured, yeah, I
I
love those.
stepped
The
in.
rumor when Marcus Morris Sr. played for the Celtics and he was hurt, his brother stepped in and nobody knew. I love it because it always reminds me of Ozzy and Jose Canseco, where they tried to pawn each other
But
off as
they
the same
look
person.
nothing
They looked nothing
alike.
alike. At least the Morris brothers look exactly alike.
Exactly. They actually shared the freaking same egg,
Yeah.
whereas
It's like the
Jose
other
and
guys, I forget their name, but they're in the NBA now. They're twins and they look identical. Like
yeah,
absolutely identical. I couldn't even tell them apart. So much so that I don't even know their names.
there you go.
Yeah. Innerpickpot247 at gmail.com. Not that you're really going to email us, but just
But let
slide
us
into our
know.
DMs. Yeah. Slide into our DMs
That
and tell us
in.
what those two guys are. All right. So he paid off his debt. So that's it. So now
That's
he's
it.
welcome back to the casinos, or is he, don't come here
I'm
for a little
sh
bit?
I'm sure he's welcome back because are they ever going to deny?
Nah. Why deny? Why deny we could just put him in casino jail?
There you go.
You know, that's fine. Another football star has wrapped up his court case as
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
well.
We are done.
Wow.
Yes.
This is something. I wonder if they felt bad for him.
Well, I this transpired and then his house was broken into. So
No, okay.
it was a lot of events that really had some problems.
Yeah.
He's going through a rough patch. Poor Richard Sherman. It is what it is.
I don't feel
I
bad
genuinely
for
don't
him.
care,
I don't
but
give a
yeah, as a
shit.
fuck it. Yeah.
Whatever.
I yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he ended up getting a deferred prosecution by admitting his actions on the night of his 2024 arrest, where um, the this was a result. He's saying that this was a result of a substance use disorder, and he had agreed to undergoing 2 years of treatment as the result of all of this. So, yep,
Can,
sure.
so we talking controlled substance? Are we talking drugs? Or are we talking like he
I'm
took
gonna.
some NyQuil?
He may have taken some Sudafed with a couple shots.
Oh, so he's doing
I
some lean?
could have been.
Oh, okay. All
This is,
right.
that's how you get the most Sudafed. That
Yeah.
shit's in meth.
Well, you remember I mean, we used to take pseudobombs for fucking shits and gigs.
Correct.
You know, you
Yeah,
take a
you're
couple of.
so
We used to take
fucked.
the Sudafed pills, the red Sudafed pills. I hope my children aren't listening to this. No, never mind. Of course they're not. Of course they're not listening. The red Sudafed pills and take them down with a shot of the NyQuil. And we
Oh
used
yeah.
to try to stay up as long as we could. And we,
And you couldn't.
uh,
Legless. You're
uh,
legless. And you're just, but you're not even having like, you're out cold.
oh
You're
yeah, you're
not
not having a
sleeping.
good time. You're
No,
sleeping.
you're sleeping. But it's not a good sleep.
I
It's
just,
a
well, it's
passed
a
out.
nightmarish sleep
It's
because
bad.
you got
It's
some
not
wacky
okay.
shit, you
Yeah.
know?
Because the Sudafed mixed with the NyQuil together,
Yeah, they're
that's
fighting.
they are full blown battling.
They're
And then
jockeying for position inside your brain in order to get the worst dreams ever.
and then comes the regular voices and monsters in
Hmm.
your brain that are also fighting
There's
them.
there's that fucking guy in my head that's just constantly screaming. You know, on one side of my head, there's this guy that's screaming. The other side is the guy that's crying.
Yep.
I just, I don't know how to shut them up.
Yeah, but then you mix
Yeah.
Sudafed and NyQuil in that. But then if you do that and you mix one shot of booze. If you have like a shot of vodka or something, then
No,
you're
you do a shot of
full
Dr.
blown.
McGillicuddy so your breath is fresh.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be driving with the Sudafed.
Well, that's
That's
what
the
I'm saying. I don't feel
mouthwash.
bad for Richard Sherman. I mean, if you're gonna do pseudo bombs and shots of doctors, don't get behind the fucking wheel.
I
Come
don't think he did a shot
on.
of doctors. If he did a shot of doctors,
No,
they
he
would have been
probably
like,
did
"Oh,
Rumplemans because that's what the West Coast thing. They
I'm
don't
like,
have
your
that.
breath smells delightful.
Damn,
Oh,
Sherman, you
you need
sucking
to
on some
go.
mints?
You smell so good. Move
Damn.
along, move along."
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sherman has had to make an admission to the police report against him. So that this contains sufficient information to support a guilty finding.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Sherman is on a 5-year probationary period, and
Five
then
years.
5 years,
Wow.
and he will also be undergoing treatment.
For pseudobombs.
Yes.
Well, okay. Well, 5 years. That's pretty. I honestly, it doesn't seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but 5 years is a hefty
It's
amount
a
of time for probation. You really gotta be careful on that one
right. It
because I mean, like
could be
anything,
one of those they drop it after year 2 or 3 because if he's not doing anything, they'll be like, okay,
right?
you're going to get off probation for good behavior.
If he plays well with others and becomes a community staple, they'll give him the
Correct.
two. But like you got to think 5 years after like the third year, you kind of forget because if you're on the straight and narrow for if you have to be on the straight and narrow for 5 years, right?
Hmm.
And like you're doing it for 3 years, you've been solid gold for 3 years, not a parking ticket, not a jaywalk, not a nothing. Your mind gets a little lapsed, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna run this red light real quick because
No big deal.
I gotta take a dump and I
Yeah.
can't sit here. It's 2 in the morning, and I just came out of church. So
At
you
two
get
in the
pulled
morning?
over. Yeah, it's a
A
24 hour
club?
church. No, no, no,
Oh,
no, 24
oh.
hour church. Yeah. It's you know, they get
Sure.
the
Okay.
nuns dancing on poles
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
a
Gentlemen's
gentleman's
church.
church.
Gentlemen's church, yeah. Yeah, you can become lax and forget about it. So 5 years is tough. So don't go to gentlemen churches. But um, okay, you have to tell me the next story because I kind of shut off. I put the horse blinders on with
A
Kaiwi.
whole Kaiwi.
Yeah,
Kaiwi.
I just after this whole tree debacle, I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, what a lame, such a lame guy to begin with, and then he gets in trouble for trees. Or I know it's not trees, but like to fraud. There's a fraud tree company. I kind of
Mm.
like whatever. It's kind of like what's his name getting arrested for uh when he went on the Cowboys last week. Who are we talking about?
Oh, that that guy.
Yeah.
Clowny.
Yeah, Clowney getting arrested for
Trespassing.
trespassing. Yeah. So
Okay,
Kawhi,
so
Ka-
if you want to try to say
yeah,
his name,
Kawhi
yeah.
Leonard's uncle was requesting a helicopter.
Yes, they're what is so interesting about this is so much is coming out that I did not anticipate, and so much behind the scenes stuff is
Yeah,
coming out more and more now from the NBA because you have to remember, NBA is doing an investigation.
right.
People are investigating, so there is so much shit into this that is coming out, which how it's getting leaked makes me go, but whatever. We're
Are they
here for
trying
it.
to drag him through the mud?
100%.
Like the
That's what it's
NBA is
feeling
kind of
like.
drag him because
Yes.
I mean, historically, he's a pretty solid guy. Like he's not in a lot of trouble because this sounds like stupid trouble. Like this isn't
This
trouble.
is
This is more like
right.
petty shit that the NBA is like, oh, what about this?
Right.
Because he's kind of like a wet blanket at press conferences, and he's not like a Belichick wet blanket. He's more like just like, oh yeah, I don't know, yeah, score points, big deal,
Yeah.
basketball. Hmm, that's what I do. That's my job. And then he goes, ha 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 ha, and
Howie.
then yeah. So it just
All
seems
right,
like they're grasping at straws and making mountains out of molehills.
they do, but it also kind of gives, ooh, excuse me, gives an idea of what was behind the scenes when he was to be going to LA.
Okay.
LA. So we're finding out that Kawhi himself is partly to blame. However, the demands that his uncle Dennis Robertson had made in a 2019 meetup before he signed, or right as he had signed with the Clippers,
Yeah.
were off the rails. Like they weren't even anything people
So
like
I'm sorry, is his
it's
uncle
what
his agent or
I don't know
does
who why his uncle is
does
involved.
Kawhi just have people making weird demands?
I have a feeling that he has a lot of interesting people in his corner doing a lot of interesting things for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's the thing. We don't know if his uncle was part of this negotiation where we had to go ahead and get some fake trees in here. But during the negotiations, we do know that Robinson was involved in not only inappropriate requests, but also was just very like, you need to give him this. So very aggressive on a lot of things. So this included Leonard living in San Diego and charting a helicopter to and from for him and not following through on media obligations. So he did not have to do any media, did not have to do interviews or pictures, anything like that. Just nope. And allowing him to infuse his crew into the organization.
Oh man.
So
It's the
allowing
last thing you want to do.
his friends and family to be part of the Clippers organization.
Hmm.
Now,
So,
here we are.
so did Steve Ballmer agree to all this?
Well, if he is investing into a fake company or an alleged company, I don't know. If he's giving money to a company to then have this company give money to Kawhi, it could y- things smell bad.
Okay.
And
Here's
it's not me.
can we turn the radio over to conspiracy time real quick?
That's fine. Let me get my tinfoil.
Okay.
Okay.
So according to this, I just uh read this. So the punishment for all this could be a void contract
With the
and
Clippers.
a and this prohibits him from re-signing with the Clippers after the contract's void.
Correct.
So could the Clippers organization be done with Kawhi and they're leaking out this information so they can void Kawhi's contract and he can go somewhere else?
What is also interesting is not just that, but also he could get stuck having to pay back aspiration, which
Hmm.
makes me wonder if Steve's like, what am I paying for?
Right.
And then he could also see a fine from the NBA. And they were saying up to 35,000.
So $35,000 plus the $28 million you took from the tree company.
Mm-hmm. And
Ooh.
then you can't re-sign,
Right. And you got
right?
to find a team that will take you. I mean, not that
Correct.
people wouldn't be jumping through hoops to get them, but
Right. Absolutely. However, having the stuff come out about his uncle and his family
right.
makes people not want to associate with him.
Yeah, he becomes a little red flaggish.
Correct. It
Yeah.
feels like, remember with John Morant, and John Morant's friends and family were
Right.
very involved. And until John Morant separated himself from certain situations and certain people,
Right.
could he go ahead on the straight and narrow? But since he's got his uncle, since Kawhi has his uncle doing negotiations for him, well, nobody's going to want to be talking to that guy.
Wow.
So we
That
have a lot of conspiracies on this. But
this could be leaked out by the Clippers.
correct. What is interesting is yesterday, at press time yesterday or the day before, Kawhi did go on record, which to circle back to us discussing conspiracies,
Yeah.
because I didn't read anything about the word conspiracy up until Kawhi said it. He said,
Oh.
I don't believe in conspiracies.
Hmm.
I'm just playing, I know what happened, blah, blah, blah. And that, like, he's
So I
like,
wonder if
no
he
comment.
thinks that the Clippers are responsible for the leak. I know the NBA is investigating, but also they could, the Clippers could be like, hey, look at this over here. Look at this file right here. Check this
Right,
out. Oops, I left this very important file on my desk. Hope no
right.
one reads it. Bye. Wow.
It's a lot
Okay.
of things in question. So the rabbit hole has just gotten a lot deeper.
Yes.
And I say we're going to take some time off to keep letting this, percolate
Yeah.
and, sizzle and fizzle to the top because it is all going to go to a head very soon. We're going into the NBA season.
Yeah. Right.
We're right around the corner,
Right.
and it's one of those that we will see the results based off of revenue. We will see the
Wow.
results based off of performance. We will see all of these things. We will also see maybe if, Kawhi has stiff joints and can't play. We're
Mm.
going to find out a lot of things going into the season that will be subliminal to us as the viewer.
That's probably going to be the next thing where Kawhi won't play. He'll be like taking a stand, quote unquote,
Right.
and he'll be like, "Oh yeah, my knee hurts. Like I can't play today."
Oh, my vagina hurts.
Yeah,
Me.
but you got to watch out for that though, because I
I
mean,
really do. It's a
yeah,
problem.
you got to watch out. Sometimes it's all right. So let's
So,
let's well, yes, go on.
no, this one here, I've just full down. So I think I keep going down. Let's keep our tinfoil hats
All right.
on.
Well, let's switch gears and get slightly serious. There's a brief up is this an update on
This is an update.
all right, so there's a brief update on the shooting at the NFL headquarters in New York that happened how long ago was that?
Was that 2 months ago, maybe now?
Yeah.
Because we're in October.
All right, I'm keeping my tinfoil hat on this. All right.
Same, same,
All right.
same, same,
All right.
same. Okay, we have had the information released that they ran tests on his brain and found that he had
This is the NFL headquarters shooter.
the NFL headquarters shooter.
Yeah.
They found that was he had CTE basically. He had like the whole terminology of it was like degenerative blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But they said he had CTE.
Right.
Okay, we have players who have donated their brains. We have players who are ongoing doing studies. We have players who are
Wearing funny helmets now to prevent
right. We
CTE.
are really, you're going to speed up this test for his brain?
Right. Right, of course. Yeah.
What?
Right.
So, me in my conspiracy world, I go, oh, so you're telling me this actually had nothing to do with the NFL?
Well, um, I I personally believe that it it has everything to do with the NFL. Not so much the NFL. It's well, I guess the NFL. It's because the NFL has been historically trying to block the fact that there is a problem with CTE, right? I mean,
There is.
we all know Aaron Hernandez's story,
Absolutely.
and of course, like Junior Seau, and we have a story this week about Rudi Johnson who played for the Bengals.
Yep.
Um, I think this guy, this I I don't. Is there a name on the shooter? I forget.
There is a name, but I wasn't going to
I
provide
Okay.
it because
All right. He
yeah.
never played in the NFL, right?
No, he
But
played in
high
high
school,
school.
right? And everybody knows that everybody's a high school famous high school football player, always, especially in the town I live in.
Played well, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The quarterback from when we graduated high school. I mean, he actually might be in jail. I don't know. All right. So he's not so much blaming the NFL. He's more like saying that the NFL is blocking the fact that there is links between football and CTE, which there 1000% is.
Absolutely.
Yes.
However, they went ahead to say that this note was on his body, but who is they? Right?
Right.
Okay. Who
Right.
is they? That's one. Two,
That's always a good question, though. Who is they?
who is they?
Yeah.
Two, he just so happened to go into the building where BlackRock is, or Blackstone, or whatever the global conglomerate that owns the entire world is in. And you're telling me that he it was going to the NFL
He was going to the
for
NFL. All right. So who I'm confused. Who are we
I don't think
conspiring against?
because
Are
they're
we
pushing.
are we
I
talking
think I'm
about the government? Are we
conspiracing
talking about the
about
NFL?
I'm conspiracing against the government.
Okay, well, all right. Well,
Obviously,
that goes without
hand
saying.
in
I
hand
mean,
with everything else.
that is
But mainly,
1000%.
and why it became such a red flag to me is because how quick this result was that he had CTE.
Right. I'm pretty sure we're still waiting for the results of Junior Seau's brain.
Correct.
So, I mean,
And
this guy just gets brought up to the top of the list here. Well, let's check
if
him
it
out.
was the NFL, right?
Yeah,
The NFL would do everything in their power to avoid anything in regards to conversations around CTE.
you're right.
Like they would want to protect the shield. It makes me feel as though the companies within that building, the big corporate entities that were actually being sought after, were like, hey, Roger Goodell, we're going to give you a kickback. We're going in this direction. America will be more responsive to this rather than another CEO shooting.
Oh, okay. All right. Now I'm on the same track as you. Okay. All right. Yeah. As a fan of conspiracies, I 100% can agree with every conspiracy, even if it's not saying that this one is off the rails, but this actually could
It
track,
it
you know?
really set off alarms in my head that
Yeah.
you already did a brain autopsy that fast.
Right. Right. Nothing comes back that fast, especially when it has something to do with the government.
Correct. And
And
not for nothing, no one's gonna actively he played high school football some
right.
20 odd years ago.
Right.
You're not gonna rush to that, but there had to be a closing of the storyline
Right.
as to why he did this.
I mean,
And
I, you know, there's we're still waiting on the results from the Kennedy assassination back in 63. So I mean, but
which now it
this,
didn't, isn't there a video that's going around now that it was the driver that shot him?
oh, that I have my whole
We're not going to do that because,
thing about
as
this.
we know, based off of Keith Hernandez,
He's the second spitter.
he's the second spitter.
Listen, there is a whole we can do a whole Kennedy conspiracy minute in here. I could tell you my theory, and I think
I
my
would,
theory is the actual fucking thing.
I
I
think that
honestly
your
do.
theory and my theory are, because you and I are very on the same
Yeah.
plane on certain things,
Yeah.
not the plane.
Well, now, now,
Yeah.
now I'm curious. So, what your theory is on who shot Kennedy?
It was people in the front seat who shot Kennedy. It was the government who shot
Yeah,
Kennedy.
accidentally. All right. My whole theory is so I read this. Clint Hill was he was the Secret Service.
It was not accidentally, but go on.
See, I think mine was Clint Hill was the Secret Service assigned to Jackie Kennedy,
Hmm.
right? And he wrote countless books about his time with Jackie. Well, I think maybe had a little thing, but
Eh,
this,
she
this
was
show's about sports,
beautiful.
everybody, please.
Yeah, I know. Stick
All
with
right.
us.
But real quick, and I'll make this real quick. So all the guys were in Dallas, and they were on all the Secret Service guys. They were on a constant, like, it was like a 2 month, 3 month, 4 month bender of work, right? And they just wanted a little release, so they all went out to a strip club in Dallas, owned possibly by Jack Ruby.
Hmm.
Okay, they all got hammered except for one guy, the rookie. The next day, they're all walking down the streets in Dallas during the parade. Everyone's just fucking still hammered drunk, right? But the Secret Service guys, so they put their shit together.
Yeah, you have
The
to.
rookie was given the heavy gun because none of those other guys can be trusted with it, right? There was a shot out in the world. It could have been a balloon popping, could have been a car backfiring, could have been Oswald up in the roof just actually taking a shot at Kennedy, right?
Right.
The rookie got scared, pulled the trigger by accident, blew Kennedy's head off. And because you're not gonna blame the Secret Service for killing a fucking president, you kind of bury it and then do all this. And then Jack Ruby is fucking
No,
so you know.
you, it circles back deeper than that, sir. Because
Well,
you have to remember, Kennedy, his whole presidential campaign was funded by the mob.
yeah,
So
well,
when JFK was president and then he wanted to assign his brother Bobby as the attorney general to then go against criminal organizations,
right.
but the criminal organizations put him into office. Rut row.
And then they killed Bobby. And then was stuck with his fucking son, whose mother totally,
Oh.
totally,
Who
totally
took
took aspirin or Tylenol while she was pregnant. Totally. And he's got brainworms.
Okay,
So
so this has been and he loves heroin. This has been or no, he smoked crack,
he
wasn't it? Or
smokes. I mean,
he
listen
smokes
to his voice.
crack. He smoked crack. I think he smoked crack and heroin. But this has been Conspiracy Moment with
Oh.
Dave and Sarah. Thank you for
Yes,
joining
thank you for
as we go
listening.
down the rabbit hole because now we're gonna head into the news.
Yeah, speaking of headshots, 99 to the head. David
Ooh,
Fry took
great
90 a
segue, by the
99. Thank you
way.
so much. Thank you. I've done this show for 181 episodes so far. David Fry took a 99-mile-an-hour fastball to the face.
To the
Broke
face.
his whole fucking face playing the Tigers.
Yeah.
Now, at
Oh,
first I was like, "Ooh, shit, is that intentional?" But
no.
David Fry
No.
was leaning down for a bunt. The
And
ball,
it like hit the bat,
it hit like the top of the bat in
top of the
the
bat, and
the
just went
fucking most awkward place in the
it was
world and
weird.
bounced right off his face and
I
smushed it all
never
in.
saw anything like that
Yeah.
ever in a bunt like thing. And Screwball was so
That's
distraught.
when you know it wasn't intentional because
He threw his
Struble was
glove down and he
totally
was just
distraught.
fucking
Went
distraught.
to the
Like,
hospital after the game to make sure
yep,
that Fry was okay.
yeah.
Everyone, I mean, Fry's out, what, six
Six
to
to
eight
eight
weeks,
weeks,
won't need
needs
surgery.
surgery. Oh, won't need surgery. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has the displacement on his left side facial and his nasal fractures.
99 miles to the
He got
face.
lucky though because if it didn't hit the bat the way it hit the bat, I mean, the it hit the bat and then rotated up. But if it had been a straight shot, I think that it would have just come fucking
It
completely
probably would have done more. It'd probably be like
more.
the Juan Carlos Stanton when he got hit in the
Yes.
face and lost all his teeth and shit.
Yes.
I bet you it would have been something like that.
Oh,
And honestly, too, I wonder if so it's going to be like the worst case scenario, right? If it didn't hit the bat and hit him direct in the face, you could have got more damage.
right.
If because it hit the bat, I wonder if it became a little faster.
It
You
couldn't,
know?
yeah, because you saw the spiral on that thing.
Yes.
It
Yes.
like hit it, spiraled, and just good
It's wild.
Lord.
But I mean, David Fry, despite taking 99 to the face, he's going to be okay. He's going to miss. I don't want to say he's going to miss the playoffs, but I'm going to say he's
Say he's gonna,
probably,
yeah, he's
yeah.
probably gonna
He's
miss
going to
the
miss the
playoffs.
wild card. He will probably miss the second round series when Cleveland loses to Seattle because I would
Seattle
love to see a Seattle and Boston uh,
matchup to go into that,
ALCS
and
going to the
then you
World
have
Series.
Boston take it, and then the Boston and Chicago go to the World Series.
Oh, you want to talk about a script?
You're gonna talk
Woo!
about a lady boner.
Wow, I know I got a lady boner right now. All right,
Ugh.
let's go back to being sad. Um, Rudi Johnson has he played for the Bengals. He retired in 2008. He has committed suicide. He passed away at the age of 45, and it is looking like CTE was
Yep.
the cause because of his mental health issues.
Mental health, yeah.
And if you've ever watched plays of Rudi Johnson, you would
You could
definitely
say
say
yes.
that's CTE.
Yes, that's CT.
Uh,
And the
Unfortunately, I'm sorry, what a
oh,
lot of
go.
these guys they resort to drugs, alcohol, and then later on they kill themselves because the screaming in their head that we joked about
It's
earlier,
so live
it's
in
just so
there.
loud and it's the voices in your head actually do speak, and some cannot
Mhm.
block them out. And unfortunately, like many players, the tragic end occurs. So,
The saddest part about this, well, I mean, first and foremost, him taking his life, that's sad.
yeah,
That is the saddest. But a few days prior to the suicide, he had did a video statement to kids to for kids to never give up and stick
right,
with it and y- you just keep going, reach your dreams, da da da, and then this
right.
really hurts my heart, but also it just showed and reminded us that athletes are normal people
Yeah,
because he
right.
was covering up his mental health struggles and trying to put on that brave and fake face to be encouraging to children and to be there and to be a mentor figure. And here, ugh, rips my heart to
Yeah,
pieces.
it's too bad. It's
Really bad. Ugh.
yeah. So, but there was a problem
In Ireland,
overseas.
Ireland,
A little problem overseas. We'll switch it up to a
and
little
not
bit of
just the
funnier.
bangers and
Yeah,
mash.
this guy was getting all right. First of all, a boy named Skylar is like a boy named Sue. Okay.
Yes.
Skylar is not. I'm sorry.
Mm.
I I'm totally cool with all your kids' names. I mean, I know there's like 50 kids in my daughter's class that are all named Logan because that's the most popular name in school. And then
Well,
I
it
don't know
could
about
have been one
Skylar.
of those when they looked at the ultrasound, they were like, that's the umbilical cord. And the mother and father were so gung-ho that it was a girl and it was going to be named Skylar. And that day came and it was a boy. And too bad.
Well,
That's your
okay.
name.
All right. Yeah, I can take that. That's fine. So tell me about Skylar Thompson and why Dublin is not nice for the Minnesota Vikings.
Wasn't the Steelers?
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh right. The Steelers played the Minnesota Vikings.
Right. And
Yeah.
he plays for the Steelers, right? I'm not
I
wrong.
don't know. Whatever.
I
Who
don't know. It
cares?
doesn't matter.
Fucking
Who
his
cares? He's a
name's Skylar
backup.
for
He's
Christ's sake.
Skylar. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you. He was allegedly jumped and robbed in Dublin before the international game. Now, why I say allegedly is because we do not have any confirmation on things, and this case is closed because it was never
Oh
opened.
my God. Is this a Juicy Smolinski thing?
Gotta be something.
Oh no.
Because they couldn't confirm that he was robbed. There was no file complaint actually made. And now they're back in the States and, Skylar is on the IR. So, and he hasn't publicly said anything.
Wait, is he on the IR because he allegedly got robbed?
No, he was on the IR for something else.
Probably his name.
Uh,
Oh, well, with a name like that, he might have gotten his period. Um,
so,
I hope we get emails again for
so
that.
this has been a very interesting episode.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I have an idea now for the picture.
Mm, I'm just gonna have to change the uniform. I think we'll go with that. Uh, oh
Oh
wow.
boy.
Okay,
Wow.
so
Okay, well.
yeah. All right, let's get out of here. Sarah, Who is this week's biggest pickle?
This week's biggest pickle, the Omaha Police Department.
You don't say. The entire police department, you say.
I'm just gonna just go ahead and just say the police department. Why
I
not?
because it's Omaha, I assume that
Omaha.
everybody, oh God, I hate Peyton Manning so much. I assume that the police department wears overalls instead of a uniform. Oh, I
Well,
gotta write that down because that's gonna fix the picture. Yep.
well, you saw the video, and I saw the video,
Yeah.
and it will at this time, what you're listening to the show, you should go over to our Instagram or I don't know. Are we still in TikTok jail?
No, no, no. We're out of TikTok jail. We're currently in X/Twitter jail.
Okay,
Yeah.
so go over to our actual functioning socials and watch the video.
Well, what?
Cause
All right, never mind. I'm not gonna interrupt the story. Go ahead.
cause the Omaha police had pulled a gun on Terrence Crawford during a traffic stop.
Okay.
Who's
All right.
Terrence Crawford? Because just in case we have listeners out there, he is a boxer. He's a professional boxer.
Okay.
So this was there's a full video of him being removed out of the car at gunpoint by the Omaha Police Department. According to police, Crawford's vehicle was stopped for alleged reckless driving around 1:30 a.m. this past weekend. The traffic stop was conducted at Cass Street, and in the video, Crawford has the gun pointed at him and can be seen exiting the vehicle with both of his hands in the air. So we see it. He has his hands visible the entire time
Yep.
and this is being videotaped from the back seat. There are four people, including him, total in the car. His hands are visible the whole time. He undoes the seatbelt and gets out. Now, one of the occupants can be heard saying, "I'm not reaching for no gun." And officers were said to have observed a firearm in the driver's side floorboard, and that was why they removed everybody from the car at gunpoint. Now, keep that in mind. Driver's side floorboard.
Right.
So, is it floorboard by the door or is it floorboard by the center? Because
Okay.
we have no information about that, but I
Right.
just want you to keep floorboard in your brain.
Okay.
Now, there was a legal firearm in the car because one of the members of the vehicle's occupants was his security guard.
Okay.
So he has a right to legally carry a firearm.
Right.
Yet, in a twist and turn of events, everybody that was driving in the vehicle can legally carry a firearm because they're all licensed.
Ah.
All of them are licensed. They all are permitted to carry.
All right.
Every single one of them.
So I'm with you so far, except for the loose gun. Because if you're if you're someone who's a gun enthusiast, you don't just have loose guns.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you have Crawford and all these people outside of the car. Crawford is being detained,
Mm-hmm.
requested the lieutenant and supervisor to get down there because he was just in a parade being honored by Omaha, like was on a float, basically received the key to the city,
Oh.
waving, shaking babies and kissing hands.
Yep.
That's what he's known for doing, very involved in the community. And they get out. He's only cited with a traffic violation.
Mm.
But
After the
going
supervisors came?
after the supervisors came.
Okay.
Now, interestingly enough, I kept going back and I read article after article after article in regards to this. And there was no mention of a gun on the floorboard aside from the initial quote unquote observation by the police officer.
Okay, so what it sounds here is there's a scared cop who is
Correct.
afraid of black people. Yeah.
Correct.
So, well, at least Terrence Crawford wasn't charged with DWB in Omaha, driving while black.
Yeah.
They tried to, but
They definitely tried, but he was smart. He maintained composed because he has all the proper documentation. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Right.
One of the parties in the back seat started video recording right out the gate because the way that the engagement had gone from him just being cooperative to the
Yeah.
officer being like, let me point my gun in your face,
Right.
really, really elevated, really escalated very quickly. And now there is going to be an internal investigation, and Mayor John Ewing Jr. and Police Chief Todd Schmader,
Yeah, that sounds right.
Schmiermer,
Schmearnimer.
Schmiermer, they
Schmearnimer.
have announced in a joint statement not only will there be the internal affairs investigation, like that they're working harder to continue having trust within the community with law enforcement.
I I bet you that within the next 10 years, every car that comes out will have some sort of internal video recording device
That's
inside
a,
of it
oh my
because of
gosh.
of shit like this.
Right.
You know, I mean, we already have officers wearing body cams all the time. We're only steps away from constant. I mean, we're already constantly monitored, anyways. Like
Right.
our phone tells us where we are all the time. It tracks us. You know, you talk about certain things, and it pops up on your phone the next day when you're scrolling through your TikToks and your whatnots. And you know, there's cameras everywhere, and they're quote unquote traffic cameras, but they're really just cameras to
There's
spy on
cameras.
everybody. Not
Correct.
not to not to keep the conspiracy helmet on, but because of shit like this, because there's people in the world who are still afraid of black people. I there We're only steps away from everything being constantly monitored because there's so much pushback with, you know, with offices, with cops may or may not be hating black people, with abuse, with cops ripping people out of cars for no reason. We've seen countless
We've
videos of
seen
cops breaking
so
windows
many.
where the people, guy, girl, white, black, Chinese, doesn't matter, they're asking for a supervisor to come down, and the officer is refusing or delaying time. Of course, we saw that video of the police officer in Lynn who was all
He
schmegged
was,
up. Yeah,
yeah,
again,
he
I'll use
was,
the word yacked out, you know.
yep.
And the office is covering the cops were covering for him, saying that he's got a bad back and he's working a double. Motherfucker, I got a bad back and I work doubles all the time. I'm not
hmm
yacked out of my head. But
He was,
whatever,
no, but
whatever,
whatevs,
you
whatevs.
know?
And it's one of those that I'm sure because we'll have an internal investigation that there will be conversations around, okay, does the Omaha Police Department, I would assume, because they're a large police department, do they have body cams? Was his body camera on at the time during the traffic stop?
Right,
If he was to pull out a gun, was his camera on?
right. If you're pulling
Now,
out a gun, I mean, how many times have cops pulled out a taser and accidentally pulled out their gun? So,
correct. Now, here's the thing. If there had, I could be, I don't want to make, I don't want to completely bash and batter the police because, okay, in a sense, in a moment where you do have fear, this and that, I could understand that. However, where does it go wrong? We need to see that body cam footage to see where it changed. Did he have the gun drawn from the moment he got to the car, even though they're saying he saw the gun on the floorboard? Or was it that he could have said, hey, I'm just taking this gun out as a precautionary measure, not saying you're going to do anything, but based off of our policy, since you have a gun, I need to have a gun. I don't
but
know. It's
that's
the
not
wild,
right
wild
either.
west. I don't know, but I don't
Right,
know. We need to see if there was
right.
the body cam footage.
Absolutely. But that in itself is another telltale sign that you're not a professional because there's a car full of black people. I better take my gun out.
Right, we
I'm
don't
not
know.
trying to turn this into a race thing. I mean, I only assume that the officer was white, right? I'm only assuming. I don't know. I saw
I
the
could tell.
video. The video's kind of like, I mean, you really can't see much. You see the cop's gun, but you don't really see much. I mean, I watched it 3 times after you sent it to me, and I'm like, I don't like them having the gun out is
Yeah,
yes.
he's white. He's
We
white.
already knew that.
He's white.
Let's not. I'm not trying to turn this into a white black thing, but we already knew that. Come on. We already knew what color the cop was. There's no reason to even
I'm
double check it.
sorry.
I was just giving the benefit of the doubt, but we already knew.
Yeah.
Uh, it, it's just I don't know. It's
Give me the
just
body cam footage. That's what I
yeah,
want. Because
yeah,
if you are going to have these actions, one, I want you to be able to speak to the actions that you are displaying. That's one.
yeah.
Two, having body cam footage will absolutely give more accountability in that sense, where the words, your actions, your behaviors, I can hold them accountable now.
Yeah.
However, if there was no body cam footage and they do have body cams and he turned it off, grounds for desk
But
duty.
also let's think about this in the long scheme of things. Omaha is it's a big police force. What the hell's going to happen to him? This
He's just
officer
do
may or may
some.
not get suspended or put on a
No,
desk job.
he'll get a desk because it's
Come on.
usually, yeah, he'll get a desk job or he'll be out in the fields.
Not to sound insensitive, but in the long scheme of things, nobody gives a shit. You know, this Terrence Crawford was wrong by being pulled out of his car, or he wasn't pulled out of his car, but taken out of his car via gunpoint. Is that fucked up? 100%. There was no need
Right.
for it. Right? The cop was scared because he was black. Let's just
All right,
let's
yes,
just
call it
say
for what it is. It is
you
what
got
it
to call
is.
it.
You gotta call
And the
it.
fact that but because it's a big police force, ain't shit gonna happen. This cop's you're never gonna find out who this is. You're never gonna see what happens to him. This
But you
guy's gonna get a
might.
desk job. What?
You might. You might. You might find out who he is. The only reason why I say you might is because of how quick the mayor and the head of the police department were so quick to respond. We might see
Can you
something.
see my face?
Yeah.
Come on.
Aw. You're
Come on.
right. You're right.
Come on.
I don't know.
All
I
the
just,
listeners out there, just imagine what my face is. Okay? It's more like
yeah.
come on. Come on.
It's your Kermit
The
the Frog
mayor's
face.
gonna go against the
Listen,
police.
listen, let me tell you, I'm just enjoying watching the unraveling of the Massachusetts State Police. So,
Oh, I'm missing that one. Is that because Karen Reed
because of the whole
shit her
Karen Reed,
pants?
did you not see that?
And
Awesome.
Karen Reed hour in a pickle.
Because you remember Devers who testified and she
Raphael,
was like, yes,
the
was
only
like,
player to play 163 games.
because playing for both teams this year.
Isn't that
Yeah,
amazing?
wild.
Like you're not gonna ever see that again.
No, I
I'm trying to
mean,
get you off the Karen Reed train. Yeah,
he's
because
never
I don't
gonna
want
see it either. Okay,
no.
go on.
And he left, the Red Sox traded him away to the Giants, and
How's
the
that working
Giants
out
have
for
missed the
you?
playoffs.
How's that working out for you, Raphael?
All right, that's going to do it here for us at In a Pickle. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Go over to iapradio.com and check out all of our social media accounts. Like, follow, subscribe, and share. Boost us up the charts that we are climbing that ladder to the top if the top is at the bottom. So, you want to follow other podcasts or want to join a network of supporting podcasters, go to MaydayMediaNetwork.com. Join the Mayday today. Follow Sarah at Daddy-O Sports Cards on the Instagrams and check out her other podcast, Generation Mixtape, GMTpod.com. What else do we got? We got anything else? Oh, go to our merch page, check out all our new shirts, get your Red Sox playoff shirts at IAPradio.com.
I just ordered me a new hoodie.
Nice. In a pickle hoodie or?
No, the Pedro one.
Oh, that was you?
That was me.
I get my notifications every time a shirt. So.
I needed a new hoodie. So
Well,
I
what
was
was
like,
funny because I was at the Red Sox game the other
and I
day.
saw you had the shirt on, and I was like,
Yeah.
I need to order that. How have I not ordered it yet? I need it. How did I not order it?
I know. These guys came up to me like, I love that shirt. Where did you get it? And I always carry stickers on me when I go to the ballpark. So I was like, oh, go to this website right here. And then like 20 minutes later, I got a notification that we sold a shirt. And I was like, wow, the stickers work. But it was Sarah.
It was me. Sorry.
All right,
Sorry
that's
to
fine.
you.
You know, these guys will eventually.
They'll get it.
I wear all of my IAP shirts to work, to games.
And I will be making more merch coming soon. We're going into a couple different sports seasons, so keep your eyes out. I have some things in the works. I'm not even telling you, David.
Oh, I love secrets. All right, you got anything else besides the secret shirts?
No.
All right. So, for Sarah Ray Talek, I'm Dave Houghton, and we will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
You're not going to tell me, really?
I didn't tell you shit, bitch.
It's not you on the toilet, is it?
It is.
Oh, it's just like that A-Rod on the toilet.
Exactly.
I love it.
Really? Putting me on it.
I would like to make that a shirt.
I'll do it.
This has been a Mayday Media production.